everyone, if you're new here, my name is Skinny, and in today's video I'm hosting Miss Cassie. We are together in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, and in today's video, before I even talk, let her introduce herself.
Oh, my name is Cassie, Miss Cassie. You can go subscribe to my channel as well.
Yes, so we are in Dar es Salaam. By now you all know that. You have watched the previous videos, right? I know you have. So in today's video we want to discuss the differences between Dar es Salaam and Nairobi, Kenya. You all know that Dar es Salaam is in Tanzania and Nairobi is in Kenya, and the reason actually we are comparing these two cities is because they are the two biggest cities in East Africa. The big deal cities in East Africa.
The most developed, maybe.
The most developed,
in our opinion.
The most developed cities in Africa.
In
East Africa, yes.
Maybe Africa, you never know.
Yes. It's not our opinion, but these are the influential cities. It is a fact, right? And that's why we want to compare the two, and we are open to suggestions from you guys. And so
if there's something that you don't agree with us, feel free to leave a comment. Let us know your point of view.
Exactly, yes, we are here to interact with you also. So yeah, which is the capital city of Dar es Salaam?
Tanzania. It's Tanzania
I'm
and
obsessed
Kenya.
with that.
You're obsessed with Dar es Salaam already. You think it's the country.
I keep confusing, and it's not my first time here. But the question is, which is the capital city of Tanzania?
Because I posted a video and I was saying like the capital city is Tanzania, and Tanzanian guys on the comment section,
the capital city is Dar.
Yeah, that's what we thought. It's not Dar. It's Dodoma.
It's Dodoma.
Yeah.
It's not Dar.
It's Dodoma. You thought it was Dar es Salaam?
Honestly,
that's what I thought too.
First impression, if you don't know the capital city of Tanzania, you would think it's Dar, right? But because it's Dodoma.
It's Dodoma actually, because Dar is so developed. Even if the time we landed here, we were convinced that Dar is the capital.
We were very convinced.
Turns
actually,
out it's not.
We even asked an Uber driver, and he said it's Dar.
Yeah.
Like, you guys don't know your capital city? Are you for real? Anyway.
So if you are Tanzanian here, please let us know which is the capital city. Okay, which is the capital city here? Is it Dar es Salaam or Dodoma?
Which is the capital city of Tanzania? Please comment down below, because right now we are confused. Coming from an Uber driver in Tanzania.
Yeah, and we have evidence. We have footage.
We have the footage.
Yeah.
We have the footage. So he said Dar.
But someone else on the comment said it's Dodoma. So which is the capital here?
But from Google it says the capital is Dodoma, and Dar was previously the capital. So like they changed.
So it's now just a commercial city.
Yeah, it's just like a city.
Okay.
Yeah. So something I've noted, one of the differences between Dar and Nairobi is that people in Dar are lazy.
What do you mean? It's just like a laid back. It's just laid back like Mombasa. They just do the things slowly. They attend to you slowly. Okay,
maybe I was not supposed to say lazy. Is it?
You could just
maybe I would say it's a slow-paced city
compared to Nairobi.
Yes.
Because people in Nairobi are very fast.
Oh my God, the life in Nairobi, I wouldn't.
The streets are busy. Everyone is running.
Yeah.
People are walking. In Dar es Salaam, it's the opposite.
The opposite. Guys, we went to a shop to buy soda and water. The woman was like lying down on the floor. She took like almost 10 minutes by the time she was up to.
We were waiting, thinking there's no one. The whole time the woman was just sleeping.
And we were like, wow, what a
This
life.
is Dar es Salaam.
Oh, but it's a coastal town. You can't compare it to Nairobi, because Nairobi is not a coastal town.
But
so
still,
everyone is up and down doing stuff.
Yeah, but still, it's a city. Like, it was once a capital.
It was once a capital with this kind of pace. Oh my God, that's crazy. Because
but the good thing with Dar es Salaam, I think the thing that Dar es Salaam has that Nairobi doesn't have is like, this is a capital. This is a city. It's not a capital. It's a city.
Yeah, it's a city.
And they have a beach as well. Like, you can have all those.
They have beaches.
Yeah, not a beach, beaches. They have beaches. So you can have all that in one. And in Nairobi, if you're living in Nairobi as a city, if you want to experience the beach, you have to come to Mombasa, or you have to fly to Diani or Lamu to experience that.
Wow.
Yeah.
But honestly, I love Dar. I love Dar.
As you much prefer as Dar over Nairobi, if you were to choose?
The comparison is a bit like, we are not supposed to compare.
Yeah.
But
just telling the facts.
Yeah, I think Okay, let me ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think Nairobi is more developed than Dar?
In my opinion, I think Nairobi is way more developed. In Nairobi, you have like the expressway. There are a lot of buildings. Okay, not that they're not buildings in Dar es Salaam. There are buildings here.
A lot
but
of
I
them.
think comparing to Nairobi is doing Nairobi a misjustice.
Nairobi also, I know for a fact that Nairobi is more developed, but still, I feel like Dar has the BRT.
Yeah,
The bus rapid
yeah, you saw
transit.
that.
Oh my god, they have beautiful buses, like nice buses.
Yeah, I feel like in Nairobi you have a nice matatu culture, but in Dar es Salaam, in Dar es Salaam, yo.
Have you guys seen the buses in Dar? Like the ones that move within
the BRT.
Yeah, the BRT.
Mm-hmm.
They are so, the color, they have a specific lane, like
for the matatus, and those matatus, like they don't go out of town.
Yes,
they just rotate you within town. If you want to go from one, I think from one street to the other, the matatu will just rotate you. You go to wherever place you want.
To different towns.
Yeah,
in
to
the
different
city,
towns
right?
in the city.
Yeah, and they have a specific lane, and that's so amazing.
Yeah, that was so nice.
Yeah. It feels like the trams in Europe or something. The difference is that those are trains and these ones are buses, but the system, the transport system in Dar is developed, but it does not mean that Dar is developed than Nairobi. What do you think?
But in your opinion, do you think for you, do you prefer the slow-paced life or the speed life?
I prefer the slow life. I don't think I want to do things
in that pace.
Yeah, I don't want to. I just want to live a slow life, like do things systematically. I don't want to be all over. No, I don't want that. So that's why I would choose Mombasa over Nairobi also.
Okay.
But the comparison is Dar and Nairobi.
So that's why you choose Mombasa over Nairobi, but that doesn't mean you love Nairobi any less.
I love Nairobi. It's my city. It's my capital city. But I wouldn't want to live in Nairobi.
Okay. Just a preference.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So other comparison, definitely Dar is bigger than Nairobi, or what do you mean by it?
No, I think Nairobi is bigger.
Nairobi, which is bigger?
No, I think Nairobi is, in terms of like
population and area as well. I feel like
Dar is almost the same, because Nairobi is also, I've not seen like a proper slum here. Maybe if there's one, but I've not
Probably
seen like a proper slum in Dar es Salaam. But in Nairobi they have quite
some slums.
Yeah, there's Kibera, there is like
what are the slums in Nairobi?
I know Kibera, I know like Kawangware, it's a slum also. I know like Madare, Mkuru kwa Njenga, all those. They have like so many slums in Nairobi. I've not seen that in Dar, unless we
haven't explored enough, I guess.
Yeah, maybe we've not explored enough, but I've not seen that.
For a fact, I know that Dar has a larger population than Nairobi.
And did you see how clean the streets were? In
Amazing.
Dar es Salaam.
But have you seen what is happening in Nairobi right now? Have you seen this guy called Geoffrey Mosiria? Like he's doing an amazing job. I know maybe in 1 year will be like Dar in terms of cleanliness in the city. Like Nairobi is gonna be amazing.
So he's doing a great job.
He's doing
in that
a great job.
sector.
Yes. He's trying to keep the streets clean, to actually remove all the illegal dump sites in Nairobi, and my God, that is great. I just feel good about it because
at least he's doing something.
Yeah.
People are taking that for granted, like people just throwing stuff anywhere. No one was even that concerned.
You're passing by the streets and there's some sewage, smelly. Who wants to live in such an environment? Nobody. But Dar, good job.
That is so much.
Yeah. So what other point do you think? What difference have you noted in Dar?
Comparing to like Nairobi,
yeah,
because I compared Dar es Salaam to Mombasa, and someone almost killed me on my comments. Like, how can you compare Dar to Mombasa?
You cannot.
Like, chill.
You cannot. By the way, you cannot compare that to
Mombasa.
To Mombasa, first of all.
Now that we've lived in Mombasa, we know every corner of Mombasa. You cannot compare Mombasa to.
You cannot.
Even just in terms of the buildings.
You can't. First of all, Mombasa is just a small island. We are not even talking about Mombasa. No.
The point was the two cities, Nairobi and Dar es Salaam.
Yeah.
That's what we had to talk about today. And Dar es Salaam is nice.
Dar is beautiful.
Yeah.
But Nairobi is more developed.
But I think we also have like different foods. Do you think we eat the same things in Kenya? The things people eat?
Honestly, I haven't heard of ugali, first of all.
Even when we go to a restaurant, looking at the menu, you're looking for ugali down the line and it's not even here.
Yeah, you can't say like ugali, but
In
there's
Kenya,
rice,
ugali,
white
yeah,
rice.
there's rice, those normal things, but ugali, as a leader here, I've not seen.
Ugali.
I've not seen ugali since I came here. It's almost my 5th day and I can't take it. Can't take it.
But honestly, Nairobi is developed. Okay, guys.
That is developed as well.
In Nairobi?
That is developed. Okay, I'm having mixed emotions. I can't pick
You
either
can't
of the
really
two,
tell.
but I can't accept
But
that
I feel-
Dar is way developed than Nairobi.
You know, they say Nairobi is the capital city of East Africa. Is that it?
Yeah, that's
Nairobi
what-
is the capital city of East Africa. What do you think, guys? Is that it or is it
Tanzanians, do you think that's being fair? When you say Nairobi like is the capital of like Dar es Salaam, the capital of East Africa, because we considered it the most developed in the whole of East Africa.
I would actually say the biggest difference between Dar and Nairobi is that Nairobi has no ocean, but Dar, of course, beaches are here. I think that is the major difference.
And there is also another difference between like Nairobi and Dar. In Nairobi, we have a lot of cultures, people from everywhere. We have Kikuyus, we have Luos, we have Jaluos, people from almost all the races. But here in Dar es Salaam, we've noticed that they only have Swahili people.
The Swahili
it's
people
only the Swahili
and the
people around
Chinese
here.
people. Have you seen them?
Yeah.
Have you seen the Chinese?
The Chinese and white guys.
Oh my god, the Chinese people are many in Dar.
We thought we had a lot of them in Kenya, but
no.
They come here.
They're
in Tanzania. Yeah.
But also, Nairobi has multicultural.
You've
It's
noticed that as
multicultural,
well. Yeah.
But Dar has like a bigger percentage is the Swahili.
Yeah, that's the term, bigger percentage.
Yeah.
They have the others as well, but the bigger percentage. It's like Mombasa,
Yeah.
where the bigger percentage of the people are just like
Swahili.
and then us.
The few.
Yes.
Those are running from home.
Yeah.
Also, something else I've realized is that life in Dar is cheaper as compared to Nairobi. Nairobi
yes,
is hella
life here is
expensive.
way cheaper.
Yes.
It's cheap.
In terms of even the smallest things that you buy somewhere, like they're quite cheap. Transport is quite cheap. Like a distance of almost like 16 kilometers, you would pay like half of what you would pay in Kenya. In Nairobi,
even just the basic things like a bottle of water.
Yeah.
The water we buy in Kenya for like, is it 80 or 100? You
It's
can
like
get it
50.
here for 50.
Yeah, that's
in
true.
Kenyan shillings. So it's way cheaper. Life here is cheaper. That's what we can say.
That's very true. Dar is cheaper. But do you think, the question remains, is Dar developed more than Nairobi?
I won't admit.
What do you think?
No, I think Nairobi has been having that for years. It has been having that title of being the most developed in years, and it keeps developing. And I think maybe Dar es Salaam is just coming up. Maybe.
You have said it is a fact and it has been there, but things do change. That can overtake Nairobi, like
maybe in the future, but I don't think it will as of now. As of now, I think Nairobi is way.
As we continue comparing, I'm getting confused, but I'm getting to the point that Dar is more developed because I'm thinking about all the things I've seen in Dar and I'm like,
what do you mean? Have you seen the expressway? They don't have the expressway here.
It doesn't matter, but have you seen the roads they're constructing right now?
But you also have roads. They also have roads.
But not
in
as
Nairobi.
good as the ones we saw in Dar, right?
Are you sure? Okay, the roads in Dar are good, but also Nairobi.
Guys, I saw the building where these guys in Dar go to take their birth certificates and their IDs. Did you see that?
Yeah.
What do you think about
They
it?
have a very, like, they don't call it Huduma Center. They call it something else.
Cheti, chumba cha cheti.
Yeah, most of the things are written in Swahili, so you can't even remember the names quite well. But it was way developed compared to our Huduma centers in Kenya.
Like the building.
Are you trying to compare that and saying it's better than Nairobi? Using that?
What I would say is actually like people in Dar are very
friendly.
No,
that's not the term.
Not the term, but they're very what is the term? Like intentional. Yeah. With the build, if they're constructing something, they are not constructing for the sake of constructing. They are constructing like with love, nice building.
They have a lot of Chinese people here, so they're doing good job.
Great job. Like the buildings, like crazily amazing.
Yeah. But Nairobi also has buildings.
Hey, please.
Good ones.
Okay. Nairobi
Walk the
has
streets of Nairobi.
but
Tell you have KCC. Nairobi has buildings, not even to mention them.
But we should actually vote. We should actually vote.
Leave a comment. Let us know. Do you think, if you've been to Nairobi and you've been to Dar es Salaam, which city do you think deserves the first title as like the capital of East Africa? For me, I think it's Nairobi.
Even if you've not been
deserves
there,
the capital.
even if you've not been there, you've seen videos.
Yeah, you've seen photos. Yeah.
Let's have a conversation. What do you think? Is it Dar? Is it Nairobi? I'm trying to think, and I think Dar is developed. I'm not even thinking by now. I've seen a lot in Dar, and
But
I'm
you've
like,
not seen in Nairobi in years. So you're like, this is it.
have you seen the buildings in Dar? Have you seen?
Yeah, I've seen them.
Why do you think the foreigners are very many, especially the Chinese in Dar,
But
and like in Nairobi?
But I think also in Nairobi you have a lot of foreigners. If you go to places like Westlands, Kilimani, we have a lot of these white guys and the Chinese guys there. So I think it's maybe close to the same, or maybe it's just we don't know exactly where they are in Nairobi, and here in Dar es Salaam we are in their central place. So I think the white guys are also in Nairobi just as much as here, maybe.
Wow, it's getting hotter. But I don't know what to say about Dar. I wouldn't
People
mind
here
living
also
here.
dress differently.
Oh,
in Nairobi, the city life, people dress like you dress whatever you want,
let me
and nobody's
tell
in
you,
your case.
In Nairobi, you're dressed your choice. But
Yes.
in Dar, if you try to dress up anyhow, yes, people will comment and they will actually point out.
Yes. If you walk in the streets,
Shamelessly.
you're not going to see anyone with like a short dress or a booty short, and that's very common in Nairobi.
Yeah.
And that's one reason why I'm putting Nairobi there, because I love to dress the way I want.
I remember when I first came to Tanzania, I think it was 2 years ago, and I was dressing in like a short dress. It was not even like short,
I
it was
saw-
just above the knees.
Yeah, I saw
You saw,
that video.
you saw the vlog.
On
It was just
YouTube.
above the knees, and it had like, it was long sleeved. The amount of comments I got. Someone told me
You are around the market, right? You are around
Yeah.
Kariako market.
Yes.
I remember that video on your channel.
someone commented and told me, why are you dressing like you're going to the club during the day? And I'm like, this is the most decent I've ever been.
This is how we dress
What
on
do
a
you
normal
mean?
day.
I was very decent. If you ask me, I was very decent. Oh my god, he was not the only one who commented, but many people did, even women.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow.
And I feel like in Nairobi, nobody is concerned in any way
Nobody
the way
cares.
you look, but here everyone is interested in the way you look.
Yeah. In Kenya, generally, people are minding their own business. Like,
Yeah.
nobody cares whether you put on a panty or a
But I
shirt,
think
nobody
that's a Swahili,
cares.
I think that's a Swahili thing, because even in Mombasa, sometimes when you dress like something and you meet a Swahili woman or a man, they're like,
I understand it's because of the religion, the Muslims. You have to be very decent. And now, since we're in their country and in their space, you have to be decent.
Yeah, that's the point. Most of them are Muslims.
And the fact that we are Africans, right? So when we are in Tanzania, they might not be able to tell this is a person from Kenya, this is a person from Uganda, unless you speak to them. Because you look like Tanzanians, maybe somehow. I don't know if
So they think that we're just trying to neglect or something, and
they think we are Tanzanians.
Yeah.
So they think we already know what you're supposed to do, but
We're going the other way.
yes. But anyways, it has been a nice conversation. What do you think?
Yeah, it has been nice, but I still stand with my point. I think Nairobi is the most developed country in East Africa. You've not convinced me enough.
I really want to say that it's more developed because I'm considering moving here. I don't want them to chase me away from this.
Okay, Dar is good. I've loved Dar. I've explored this place. It has nice buildings. The cultures are good.
Yes.
The people are very friendly. You can even watch those videos on my channel. I love Dar to my heart.
Yeah.
I can't compare it to Mombasa because it's way developed more than Mombasa. But Nairobi is more developed.
Well, we close it at that. So you guys comment down below, Tanzanians, Kenyans, people who have visited the both cities. Let us know what you think. But we are not saying that Nairobi is better, Dar is better. We are just trying to understand the different vibes in each city, right?
In our opinion.
Yeah. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Leave a comment on what you think about the comparison between Dar and Nairobi. And I will see you on the next video.
Bye guys.
Bye.
Make sure you go to my channel and subscribe as well. We'll leave the channel name
link
down
yes
on the description.
all right bye.